跳出去了，再重新啊。
Nothing goes together. As we get ready for an interconference contest here at the American Airlines Arena, bringing you another.
I don't think you want to get rich.
有看到。 靠了。
You ain't really trying to get rich. Nah, you don't really want it. Now you don't want that late night gas with no brake light, crash in the daylight. I see it in your face. You don't want that blood, sweat, tears in a bunk bed. Peers know they upset. That Lambo in your gate. Nah, you can't take a loss like that. Off that. Wasn't really forced to shop at Ross like that. Don't know how it feel to can't afford like that. Off deck. Right back, had to get it out the mud. We took. Now they tell me do it for the love. Gotta do it just because. Got this ballin' in my blood. Think I came this far to shoot dubs. I don't think you trying to get rich. You don't want it. You ain't really trying to get rich. You don't want it. Now you ain't got what it takes to do it like me. Get your head up in the game or you can sightsee. Waiting for a handout, this ain't that right league. Spend so much time out here ballin', it's my wifey. These are what I live, I breathe, I sleep, my dreams are lavish. Went from check to check to check the balance. I press, I bet you flop, you all theatric. I'm mostly savage, gambling, take advantage. I'm here to ball while you call off work. When that top jump back, what I call off vert. Before I hit my context, check my call off first. See if I can make a play to get it all off first. Let an animal loose. My separation off finesse, I'm just preparing to shoot. Or I can put you on some skates, breaking ankles and news, saying this is what they pay me to do. I don't think you trying to get rich. You don't want it. You ain't really trying to get rich. You don't want it. I don't think you want. Get rich. I don't think you want. Get rich.
Those who watch the Clippers coming in from out of town for this one, an interconference game today. Welcome to the American Airlines Arena, home of the Miami Heat, and a great venue for basketball.
传球给我啊
2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. And it's Mbamute in the 3, the small forward. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
Always nice to get the first lead of the game.
Yeah, I agree with you there because to me it's just much more comforting to play from the front than to be battling from behind. Boy, last season Hassan Whiteside made a huge splash in the NBA. Big blocks, big rebound totals, but he had some head-scratching moments as well. Missed his share of action due to suspensions.
And Griffin, here we go. He gets a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Here's Griffin. And there's the shot to finish it off. About 1 minute into the first quarter.
等于是黏着他
And GA, as you said with Whiteside, his fiery attitude flared up a few times last season, and it hurt his team more than once in Miami.
No doubt, it's something that he has got to work on. I mean, he's proven that he can be a big-time player in this league, but he can't have the mental lapses that get him tossed from games and hurt his team. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation. What a sweet assist by CP3.
Wait again. It's Redick. Here's Bosch. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
Not sure.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love
你没资格说我好啊
And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And Clark, that's really deflating for a team to cough up the ball and have it turn into points immediately on the other end.
You know, Greg, it feels like giving up 2 baskets, the one you didn't get, and then the one you allow the opponent to get.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers. Well, you see Blake Griffin, and he is known for his huge dunks and ability to score, but he is a very well-rounded power forward. He's one of the best power forward passers in the league.
And so he hits both. And for Griffin in his passing, often you'll see him set up teammates, Greg, for easy looks and dunks.
And with the amount of times that teams have to double team Griffin, that's huge. I mean, even when he's not scoring due to defenses focusing on him, he can still impact the game with his passing.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 6 so far. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
Check out the fellas. Check out his teammates over on the bench. So they are going crazy.
Wade kicks to Whiteside. Inside. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Clippers leading by 7. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Redick with it. Wade picks him up. Redick with the bucket. Redick got his first bucket in this one.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And if that doesn't get them
high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
Now, here's Whiteside. Wade passes to Dragic. Good ball movement here by Miami. Just 5 on the clock. Passes it to Whiteside. No good from Dragic. Clippers leading by 9. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. He gives them a double-digit lead.
He couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding. He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
And the wide open shot from Redick. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Feeds to Wade. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
你可以不要只站在里面好吗？
There's
要移
18
动好吗，
seconds
大哥？
left here in the first quarter. Paul outside. He kicks it to Mbamute. Dishes to Paul. The pass to Griffin. Uses both hands to slam it down.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. The Clippers on top. They lead by 14. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And a comfortable margin here for the Clippers, guys.
You know, it's been a great display of team basketball here thus far.
5 guys, 5 fingers working as one. Just beautiful team basketball on display for these guys.
The big men are Bosch and Whiteside. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. And it's Dang in at the 3 slot. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Jordan dishes to Redick. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Redick's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Los Angeles. Paul kicks to Mbamute. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Whoa, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
The shot by Wade, no good.
Boy, Doc Rivers keeps on leading his teams to successful seasons. A former coach of the year rarely has a season where his team doesn't meet expectations.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
And Dwayne Wade, as we know, one of the best in the business at blocking shots from that off-guard position. Hard to think of a guard who has had as many swats as Dwayne Wade in the past couple decades. One of the best ever.
Paul kicks to Jordan. Redick with it. He's picked up by Dang. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
The drive by Bosch. Off on the layup. Greg, you're talking about Wade on the blocks. Last season, he climbed up to 6th all-time in blocks caught by an NBA guard.
Amazing. Actually has the most blocks of any player who is his height or shorter in NBA history. Even with his explosiveness waning, his timing and savvy allow him to still be effective blocking shots.
Goes up on the high post, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Clippers leading by 20. Paul passes to Mbah-a-Moute. It's Redick on the wing. And another three for the Clippers.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now here's Bosh. 7 points in the game. And there's the call on Bosh. That's his third foul of the game.
Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the third quarter.
Steps back and fires. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
What an incredible run they're on right now. Offense as well as I've ever seen it played.
Every single guy on their team with the absolute Midas magic touch, shooting the lights out here.
Now here's Griffin after Dwayne Wade's miss. Paul kicks to Jordan. Here's Griffin. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Well, you look back at the 2015 Heat, and the injuries are what probably brought that team down. We can go from Chris Bosh with the debilitating blood clot on his lung and on and on and on. The loss, of course, which was not an injury, of LeBron James. There are a lot of moving parts with that team.
And that's a great point, Kevin. If you take any star off a team, things are going to get difficult. It was impressive that the Heat still managed to stay competitive once Bosh went out.
The Heat have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Wade dishes to Dragic. Outside Bosh. Dragic kicks to Bosh. No good. Griffin with some nice D. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 20-5 run. Redick for three. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Wade can't hit.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
It's tipped. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Dragic. Outside for Jordan. Pass to Redick. With 4 seconds on the clock. He shoots again. Stolen by Bosh. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. The Clippers on top as they end the second quarter on a 20-5 run. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
Griffin just having a terrific game. He has 20 points, and all the steals he's collected only add to his impressive stat line.
Whether he's picking someone's pocket or picking off a pass, he has been a disruptive force out on the floor.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. You look at Blake Griffin in this game. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the get shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. And it's Mbah-a-Moute in the small forward. 3 on the clock. Dang gets a wide open look. Nice open look, but it's no good.
And for all of the improvements he's made to his game, one wonders why Blake Griffin isn't a better shot blocker. I mean, he clearly has the motor and the athleticism, but for some reason over his first 5 seasons, he's averaged only a half a block per game.
Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. They get Hassan Whiteside.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in it. And he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Yeah, well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about my knees, my man. He looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
It's Bosch with the drive. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And regarding Griffin's low block shot numbers, for some guys, they simply lack a certain feel, Clark, for blocking shots.
Yeah, you know, there's something about the aptitude for shot blocking that sometimes is understated. Just because you're a high flyer in the front court doesn't mean you're going to block a lot of shots.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And really, the last few seasons, the Clippers have been one of the most consistently strong teams in the league. A far cry from when they were a bottom feeder back in the day. They have become one of the premier franchises in the NBA.
Bosch passes to Whiteside.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
LA's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Paul dishes to Griffin. It's tipped and stolen by Whiteside. Outside Dang. Bosch high post. Griffin on him. Wade kicks to Dragic. Just 5 to shoot. No good from Bosch. Greg, as you said about the Clippers, the days of finishing near the bottom every year are over. Clark, a lot of that is Doc Rivers.
Exactly. Since 2012, Kevin, they have had the 3rd best record in the NBA. A lot of loyal fans stuck it out with the team during the dark days, and now they're reaping the fruit.
And he just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
To the inside. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Clippers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the 3rd. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. That shot wide open. Redick's got 12 points in the game.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet. He'd have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And taken away by Paul. Out to the right wing. Griffin goes in. Cannot hit. And the Heat going the other way now. Wade on the wing. Covered by Redick. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. 11 points for Wade.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
Jordan with the screen on Dragic. Inside. Jordan kicks to Redick. Good on the shot.
Assist from
Redick's got 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Wade. He dishes it to Whiteside. Floats one up.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
The shot by Redick, no good. Ball again, Dragic. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Clearly a mental lapse and at an inopportune time.
Yeah, that's a terrible mistake, Greg, to make it any time, but it's really exacerbated when you make it at this time.
Redick with the bucket.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Los Angeles on top as they end the 3rd quarter on a 12-4 run. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Dang and Bosh, your small and power forwards. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. And it's Whiteside in the pivot spot manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
Another bucket added to the lead. They've been the better team in every facet.
And in my opinion, you get extra bonus points, extra eye of the beholder points when you do it the way they're doing it on the road. That's special.
LA has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Redick with the bucket.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Wade gets the bucket. Wade's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
Redick is in the corner. Here's Griffin, and he dunks it down.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
Bosh passes to Whiteside. Jordan with some nice D.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Griffin attacking. That's good. Griffin's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
And they call an illegal screen here.
It has been an erratic performance for him, just erratic. I mean, he's racking up the turnovers and has taken a step back for every step forward.
The Clippers have gotten it done so far from the field here in the 4th, going 6 for 7. And they double up Paul. And Jordan has it in the corner. To the paint. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Chris Bosh.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
Griffin goes in. Rebound by the Heat. Wade outside. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
They get it back. Jordan dishes to Griffin. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Griffin's got 36.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
And stolen by Jordan. And now the Clippers on the break. Shot's good from Mbamute. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Clippers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. They've been turning those turnovers into points.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Andre Jordan has been extremely productive over 7 years. That makes it even more unbelievable that there was some question, Clark, as to his commitment to basketball coming into the league.
Yeah, you know, on talent and athleticism alone, he would have been a top 10 pick for sure, but he slipped to the second round, and he's made good on it, though.
And the Heat making a change here. Johnson's checked in. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Paul again. It's Dragic. Paul kicks to Redick. Jordan sets the pick for Redick. Again, Los Angeles.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Clippers.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but Clark, they really kept the ball under control.
I thought they were both focused and relentless, Kevin.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Blake Griffin. And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Johnson. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finish hard with two hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
Now here's Griffin. Paul passes to Mbamute. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
No misses for him yet in this quarter.
team, and I really feel like his numbers will start to go up as he makes the adjustment to playing with great players.
Good point. Wasted no time on that one. LeBron got his first bucket in this one.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat. And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And that one's good. Love.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Let's go. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
And Russell gets it to go.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Bryant can't get that one to fall. Well, the defense is what did the Lakers season in last year, but their offense struggled at times as well, Clark. They just couldn't count on things night to night.
Well, they were near the bottom of the league in most offensive categories, Kevin. Bottom 5 in field goal percentage and three-point percentage. The efficiency just wasn't there.
Cavaliers leading. That jam! I mean, just beautiful. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Man, you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
Dishes it to Russell. Kicks to Clarkson. Clock at 6. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. That doesn't go either for Bryant.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Smith, no luck.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Kobe, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Clarkson kicks to Kobe. Bryant can't get that one to fall.
Well, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Now, here's Thompson. After LeBron James's miss. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Bryant drives in. Russell dishes to Clarkson. Clark down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Here's LeBron. Misses off the left iron.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. The Cavaliers have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Smith on the wing. 16 feet away. Over Bryant. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. Shot to stop the drought. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
You know what? They're dominating on the backboard. They have controlled the paint thus far.
Flexing their muscles down low, and they've limited second chances too, guys.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter. Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Russell is out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's Hibbert in at the 5 down low. And for Kobe Bryant, how difficult was last season? Starting out strong, even though the team, Greg, around him wasn't very good. But then everything, including Bryant, fell to pieces.
And when you're a competitor, the way this guy is a competitor, you can't stand to lose. So you push your body to the limit to avoid that. But what happens at age 36 when you've got the kind of miles that Kobe Bryant has, you know, you just can't go it alone. That's why Kobe lasted only 35 games.
You know, you go back to Kobe Bryant, he pushed himself so hard last season, though his points per game average was the worst of his career. Just felt he had a better chance to score than anyone else on the team, and it's real hard to argue that he was wrong about that.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's LeBron. Love with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to James. Love's got the lead up to 11 now for Cleveland.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And guys, you know Kobe Bryant, words can't describe what he's meant to his team, really to the league in the game of basketball. You just wonder when he's finally going to say, you know what, I've done all I can do. That's enough. Retirement's been hinted at, but until I see it, knowing how competitive Kobe is, I just won't believe it.
God. It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
And there's the 3-second violation.
Just a total loss of concentration right there.
And Greg, if they continue to make those kinds of mistakes, then this game could turn even more sour on them. And sour.
这么羞辱我。
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far.
God.
And here's Clarkson. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
And former coach of the year, Byron Scott, now with the Lakers. And as you said, Greg, he's not an analytics guy. And Clark, I think he's a guy that the eye test for him is huge.
Yeah, he feels a lot. Terrific communicator and storyteller. Great experience as a player and as a champion. And I think that all is evident in his coaching style.
The drive by James. 2 summers ago, all anyone could talk about was LeBron James and the return to Cleveland.
I mean, you couldn't write that stuff, Kevin. I mean, it was unbelievable, the storyline. I mean, after all the acrimony between LeBron and the ownership as well as the fans, but you know what? He said it best. He truly is back where he belongs.
He's home.
Yes.
He's home. Randall kicks to Russell. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Clarkson passes to Russell. 5 to shoot. Clarkson dishes to Bryant. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Kobe's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And, you know, for LeBron...
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Lakers trail by 15. Russell kicks to Bryant. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Here's Clarkson following the score by Cleveland. The drive by Russell. This one for three. Again, the miss by Bryant.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
The Lakers have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Jumper off the screen. And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Irving kicks to Thompson. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Fantastic dunk, and he decided to hang around up there for a while, Kevin.
Well, maybe, he didn't want to land awkwardly. I don't know.
Oh, guys, come on. He's up there posing. He's posing for the photographers. That's all that's about.
Now Cleveland moving it up. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by James. James has got 3 assists in the game. The drive by Russell. Some solid defense there from Irving. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Cavaliers lead by 19. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, anything can happen.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He's got 19 points, and he's created a lot of chances for his teammates also.
And Clark, some of those assists that he's gotten today have been just electric.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
We talk so often about making your teammates better, and his ability to see the floor and then make those passes on time in that first half was the key.
Boy, I tell you what, they say he's not a playmaker, but he certainly has fooled me with the way he's performing right now.
J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Thompson is up there with Kevin Love, and it's Irving in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue.
The Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
The Cavaliers leading by 21, and Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Marcelino Huertas.
And so here's Cleveland. Here's James. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And now it's up to 25 points for LeBron.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And it doesn't matter how good the defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Can't hit.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Feeds it to Randall. Pass to Russell. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Clearly a mental lapse at an inopportune time.
Yeah, that's a terrible mistake, Greg, to make it any time. But it's really exacerbated when you make it at this time.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Here's Huertas. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
When you can make adjustments to the shot in midair and midstream and still knock it down, you know you're flowing.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Pass to Randall. He kicks it to Bryant. And the rejection by Smith. Lou Williams is checked in for Los Angeles.
Lakers substitution. Lou Williams.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Hibbert, the pass to Bryant. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Shot's good.
Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots. And James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
The drive by James. Shot's good. LeBron's got 27 points.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Here's Hibbert. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist.
Yeah, you're making things far too easy for him when you let him get it that deep.
I echo that ditto. I mean, you got to do your work early to try to keep him out of the post. Fight him a little bit. Keep him away from that spot he wants.
Here is Bryant. J.R. Smith making his last shot. For the three. That doesn't go either for Bryant.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories. Rebounds just being one of them. And LeBron has been in the postseason every year since his rookie season. Last year he passed Jerry Time postseason scoring list. I'm sure he'll just continue to climb up the record book.
Here's James following the basket by Kobe Bryant.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Irving kicks to Love. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Williams dishes to Hibbert. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got his sixth rebound on the night. Right wing. Look from Love. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got his fourth assist in this one. Randall kicks to Williams. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. Williams has a screen for Hibbert. Clock at 4. No one near Randall as he lets it go. No good on the three. The Cavaliers leading by 22. The three from LeBron. And it's Russell with the rebound. Russell's got his third rebound on the night. Williams passes to Randall. Russell with a wide open look. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Cleveland ahead, running away with it. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. So for the Lakers right now, Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Lewis Williams out there with Russell. And it's Hibbert in at the 5 spot. Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
Arguably the most talented player at his position. He can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the game.
Agreed.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those balls.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation. And, you know, Kyrie Irving really ambidextrous as a ball handler because you can't play him to one side, and he's ambidextrous as a finisher, too. He's so creative and crafty, terrific at the rim with both hands.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
James kicks to Irving. Ryan again. Smith.
Take a look at what Kobe's done. He has 20 points and a block.
It's all him today. He's got more points than the rest of the team combined.
You know, it's really hard to fathom that, to wrap your head around it. I mean, what an unbelievable offensive performance.
And Kobe drops them both. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. James has a two-pointer. And that one hits back iron.
And one thing about Irving's ball handling, he does a great job of protecting the ball. A very low rate of turnovers for a player as aggressive as he is on the bounce.
Hibbert with it. Picked up by Thompson. Hibbert gets the bucket.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish. And, you know, a huge moment for Kobe last season before the injury. I mean, he passed the great Michael Jordan on the all-time scoring list.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. For Kobe, that was him moving into the third spot ahead of Michael Jordan. Says a lot, Clark, about where he stands among the greats.
And you look at it, he is first among perimeter players now in that regard. So he's clearly on a very short list of the greatest wingmen of all time in the history of the league.
The Lakers making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. The Cavaliers leading by 19. Kobe with the steal. And it's the Lakers on the break. Russell's running. Shots good by Clarkson.
And a nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great defensive play and great basket in transition.
Aggressive play, attacking basketball, on the attack, full throttle. I love it.
LeBron with the buckets.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Got that one up quick. 24 points for Kobe Bryant.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's guarded closely. Russell with it. Picked up by Thompson. Bryant can't get that one to fall.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Here's Clarkson following the basket by LeBron James.
And guys, the Lakers last season were just a completely different team after Kobe's injury. Not so much in results, but just in how they played on the floor. They actually fared better without Kobe than most thought they would.
And both free throws good for Clarkson. And for the Lakers, without Kobe last season, it was really a stark difference in styles of play and quality. No single person. Clark stepped in to carry their offense. It took a group effort.
Well, you know, it was almost April, Kevin, before somebody surpassed Kobe in field goal attempts on the team. It'll be interesting to see how they build the offense this year.
And so Irving nails both of them. And guys, for everything we've said about Kyrie Irving over the years, now let's talk about maybe another area, and that is his willingness to give up the ball. LeBron came to town at the beginning of last season. Kyrie didn't even flinch at the prospect of being 1B to 1A. To me, that was a very selfless way of giving the mantle of that team over to LeBron.
I agree with you, and there was some question as to whether Kyrie would be able to do that at this point in his career, but ultimately that's what champions do. Kobe did it for Shaq, Robinson did it for Tim Duncan, and that's really what great players do.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Cleveland.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, Clark, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Well, it's more than luck, Kevin. I think the shot selection was good, too.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for James. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long. And getting back to Kyrie, many felt the addition of LeBron would cut down on Kyrie's playmaking opportunities. But Kyrie was near his career average in assists last season. That even further indicates how seamlessly the two superstars were able to gel.
Here's Kobe. No luck. Good D by Thompson.
God.
That's his 4th personal foul.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson.
And so Thompson nails both of them. So it's the Lakers now. Russell dishes to Clarkson. Here's Hibbert. Rebound by Smith. No one near James as he lets it go. Misses the shot. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was...
You're always going to have people who don't believe that you're really good at what you do. You know, and that's probably more so because they haven't figured out how to be good at what they do or don't even know how to do, you know. So, you know, that's just what it is. You know, every level you reach, you're going to come against obstacles. And you have to combat those obstacles in order to move forward. It's almost like you're playing a video game. You know what I mean? And then the prize is your sanity. Word.
we bring you an conference match here at the Quicken Loans Arena. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. We've got a chance here to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for Oklahoma City right now, the rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Roberson is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big 3, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those 3 was able to finish the season.
God.
And listen, those injuries really did the Thunder in. I mean, at no time during the season did they ever really get a chance to gel and play any stretch of games with their entire roster.
And he gets the bucket.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
Love kicks to LeBron. Off target from 3-point range.
You know, every franchise will have a year that is just lost to injuries. I mean, it happens. The hard part of it for the Thunder is that it happened while so many of their stars are in their prime.
Tries to keep it alive. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. The Thunder have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Near the 3-point line, it's Westbrook. Another miss by Westbrook.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And another miss by Cleveland.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
And good on the basket. Book it.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And they double up James. Love with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to James.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. One of the most dominant players in 2014 was Kevin Durant, of course, winning the league MVP. Then last year, cut short. We know that he's now on a mission to get back to that level. And Greg, it's hard.
Yeah, you know, it all came down to health for Kevin Durant. And at this point in his career, I mean, he's got the maturity. He's developed the skill set. He's just got to stay on the court. And really, when you talk about the game of basketball, the rest will take care of itself.
Here's Westbrook. Buries it down low. Westbrook's got 5 points so far.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this season.
And that one's good, Irving.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Now here's Durant. It's stolen by Smith. From downtown. And James gets it to go on the assist by Irving. 7 points for LeBron.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from 3-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough. Well, he can give as good as he gets.
Gamesmanship going on right here. You see it, Greg. You know exactly what's going on right there. He answers right back with that 3 of his own.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And for Kyrie Irving, it had been a long time coming. Last season, he finally played in his first postseason with the Cavs. And up until the unfortunate injury, he certainly made the most of it.
Fires from 14. Here's Adams. And he dunks it down.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
And think again about the playoffs last year, Clark. They weren't all sunshine and roses for Irving. He had to play through a tough leg injury in the conference semifinals, and of course the injury in the finals, the fractured kneecap, and he was gone.
Yeah, that was really painful to watch, seeing him go out for the rest of the playoffs with that fractured kneecap. A freak injury, but he'll grow from it and be better.
And another miss by Cleveland.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be, he's not making that one.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
Feeds to Love. They can't stop the run with that one.
As a player, you always want to be able to answer back, but he just didn't have it in him that time.
Westbrook can't get it to go. Irving. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Oklahoma City out in front, leading by 9. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Kevin Love out there with Thompson. And it's Irving at the point. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Now, here's Westbrook. 11 points in the game. No good. To the paint. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Irving. Irving's got 7.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
One thing about Kevin Durant, when you talk with him, he's got such a laid-back demeanor. I mean, his pulse doesn't quicken. And when you ask opponents, they'll tell you he is as competitive, Greg, as they come.
Yeah, what you see on the outside with Kevin is a mirage, a fake out, if you will, because on the inside, this guy burns with competitive fire and brimstone. Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
No good from LeBron.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And it's Westbrook again missing.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Kyrie Irving.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Westbrook double teamed. Outside Durant. Banked in off the glass. Durant's got 6 in the quarter.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here. You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
Here is Durant. Following the basket by LeBron James. Irving drives in. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists now in this one. And for Billy Donovan, we were talking about him. He had been with Florida for so long, the Gator program built by him. It'll be a big change. He had been thinking about it, though, before. He almost took, remember that, Greg, the Magic job back in 2007?
You know, there was a change of heart for him with the Orlando gig. And Donovan's done nothing but win at Florida, and he'll have that same pressure to succeed with the high expectations with the Thunder.
Count that one. And now it's a 3-point Thunder lead.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Smith for three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Durant's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Ibaka outside. Here's Westbrook. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
LeBron is doubled. Smith with a wide open look. A three-pointer is right on target.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm. 3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
Irving kicks to Thompson. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Oklahoma City has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Here's Durant. Love grabs the board. Love's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's James. Can't throw it down with one hand.
Now that's terrific defense.
It's a tie game here in Cleveland. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
势均力敌啊。
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Good game for Westbrook. He has 15 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
Boy, did he put on a show from beyond in that first half. Let's see if the halftime break has any cooling effect on him.
Well, I tell you what, we'll soon find out, because I guarantee they're going to keep feeding it to him behind the arc until he does cool off.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Down low, it's the international combo of Ibaka and Adams. Russell Westbrook out there with Roberson. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Cavs were one of the top teams in the East last year, and it was in large part to how strong they were at home.
Boy, did they shoot it well from beyond the arc at home, Kevin. I mean, top 3 in the league in terms of three-point shooting. It does help to have LeBron, though.
It does. That is effective.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Oklahoma City shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Irving with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. And the shot is good.
And, you know, for the Cavs at home, they ended with 31 wins there. Second best record in the East in that regard. A lot of those wins actually came after the All-Star break.
Now James, after Westbrook's missed 3. Love, no luck.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Westbrook, no good.
And how about the Cavs last season? 18 straight home wins for them. 3rd longest home win streak in their history. And that home win streak helped them jump from the middle of the playoff pack to the 2 seed.
Adams outside. From deep. Here's Durant. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Durant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And boy, did he ever sell.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
It's stolen by Ibaka. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Durant.
Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense just like that.
And Clark, the best way to get that early offense is with steals. That allows you to get out in transition.
LeBron James.
Not much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark. Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
In the corner, Smith with it. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 11 points for Smith.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
Oh, and the jam by LeBron. He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year, and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers.
Now here's James, following the shot by Kevin Durant. Thompson dishes to Love. James up top. 22 points for him. Lock at 6. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Smith. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Smith's got 13.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance.
How's that for a quick possession?
Yeah, no hesitation at all taking that one to the basket. Beautifully done.
Durant for 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. LeBron with it. It's Ibaka picking him up.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
Irving with a clean look. Misses there. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Cavaliers lead by 16. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
Durant just inside the line. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And for Russell Westbrook, a heroic effort last season, but not necessarily an efficient one. He averaged 28 points a game, which led the league, but shot a 5-year low of 43% to get those points. And he led the league in turnover average, but that's also because he's got such a high volume usage now with all the injuries. I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively.
And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Durant attacking. That's good. Durant's got 10 points here in the second half. Well, Greg, on the topic of Westbrook, no one's questioning his heart and his will. It was unbelievable what he did after Durant went down. But Clark, the truth is, it's hard to make the playoffs playing inefficient basketball.
No, I agree. I mean, there are certain guys who are catalysts and other guys who make things happen. And Iverson, Ginobili, Russell's old teammate, James Harden. Those guys make things happen, and you have to live with some of their inefficiency at times.
And I wouldn't put it past the guys to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
What a game for LeBron. 22 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
And James drills them both.
And you just look back over the career of LeBron, and you have to say he's an all-time great already. I mean, the numbers are there, the multiple championships, some already calling him the best small forward to ever play the game. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Look at that jam. I mean, just beautiful. The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These man's jaws are on the ground right now.
That's straight up Showtime stuff right there, baby. Major highlight reel material.
And that one's good. Westbrook. The Cavaliers leading by 21. And they double up James. Outside Irving. Durant against James. Thompson inside. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Smith right side. Here's Love. And it's blocked by Adams. They recover it. Stolen by Durant. Dives for it. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Smith. And there's 1:45 left in the fourth quarter. The alley-oop. And Durant sends it back. Ibaka, the pass to Durant. He dishes it to Westbrook. But they'll get another chance. Durant kicks to Ibaka. Offensive rebound. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's his first foul. 1:19 left to play here in the fourth.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Cavaliers.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Kyrie Irving. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Cleveland.
You know, one of the big stories has been the three ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
Yeah, but Clark, the other thing that sticks out for me, the number of assists they've made over the course of this game.
Westbrook with it. Now Smith defending. And Westbrook gets it to go. 34 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And they go to the intentional foul.
Too little too late. They may as well just let the clock run and save their energy for another day.
Clark, you know, sometimes frustration just shows through in a game like this, and I think that's what we're seeing right now. And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempt.
That free throw good from Thompson.
Taking 2 shots.
And so Thompson nails both of them.
Thank you, Cleveland!
Durant for 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were.
哎，你们刚才讲要用勇士吗？哇，有没有就马刺啊？
We have an interconference affair. San Antonio Spurs come in for this one.
Ready?
Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Duncan out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Leonard in the 3 slot.
And guys, remember, LaMarcus Aldridge last January suffering a torn ligament in his thumb, scheduled to undergo surgery and miss 2 months of the season, but he opted to tough it out and keep playing. And boy, how big was that for the Blazers?
Parker dishes to Aldridge, and play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
Yeah, nothing wrong with fighting for the rebound, but he gets nailed with the over-the-back call.
And Greg, you know I was an offensive rebounder in my day, and I like that kind of aggressive play. But he's got to do a little better job of trying to get position earlier in that case.
Yeah, that's a good point. Positioning is so vital when you're trying to rebound the basketball, and that's something that wasn't on display on that possession.
Here's James. And they double him up with LeBron. Trying to find Smith. He's got it now. The kick out to Irving. 5 to shoot. That drops. Love's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Aldridge with a screen on Irving. Parker with it. Picked up by Love. Parker kicks to Duncan. 18 feet out. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day. And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. It goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Aldridge with a screen on Irving. Parker. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Irving passes to James. Back to Irving. The tray. And another 3 for Cleveland. Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big 3 found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots. And James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
The 3. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
Then the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
Now here's Aldridge. Right through the D for the layup. Aldridge has got his first bucket in this one.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Back to Leonard. Feeds it to Aldridge. Up and in on the layup. Aldridge has got his second basket of the game.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
And for LaMarcus Aldridge, always praised for his terrific shooting. His rebounding, as we know, Greg, has always been fantastic. Over the past 2 seasons, he's averaged double-digit boards.
And that's why so many teams wanted him in this last free agency period. His ability to put points on the board, as well as clean the boards, what a deadly combination.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
You know, on the topic of Aldridge's rebounding, I mean, he doesn't do it by banging people around. He does it with positioning, timing, and length. And you can say that about most of his game. Quietly, effective, and impactful.
Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for the Spurs. And Irving with the basket on the assist by James. That's 7 points for Kyrie Irving.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out. And guys, going back to Aldridge, last season was a difficult one for him. He had the torn ligament in his left thumb, but still fought through it to become the Blazers' all-time leader in rebound.
Here's Ginobili following the basket by Kyrie Irving.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
No one near Smith as he lets it go. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
The Cavaliers leading by 9. And stolen by Aldridge. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Now here's Ginobili. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's James. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Cavaliers lead by 9. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Cavaliers.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
And another thing that's immediately gone right for them is their three-point shooting.
On the court for San Antonio. Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Aldridge out there with Duncan. And it's Ginobili in a 1.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Duncan dishes to Green. Shot clock at 6. Outside Aldridge. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Lets it fly from 18.
What?
And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Aldridge has got 6.
God.
And one thing that everybody loves about Coach Pop is his frankness. You get a taste of it in interviews, but he's as honest and straightforward with you as he is with anybody else.
It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
Well, you've got Greg Popovich, and I think he puts this at times grumpy demeanor in a more of a spotlight. He's playing along, as we all know, with the sideline reporters. He knows, Greg, you know this firsthand, when to turn it on, when to turn it off. He can be as compassionate a person, Clark, that you and I have ever been around.
Yeah, he's competitive, but he understands that we're all human, and he treats people the right way all the time.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. And a wide open look for James. And the baseline jumper, no good. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Ginobili kicks to Aldridge. There's the triple. Goes back up. Duncan. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Tries from 10. Here's James. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Ginobili kicks to Green. Excellent defense there from Smith. The Cavaliers leading by 10.
And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason, Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key.
And it's Love penetrating. That's good. Love's got 11 points.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Cavaliers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. James with it. Guarded now by Duncan. Here's Irving. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 4 assists in the game.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
That doesn't go either by Ginobili.
He's given them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
On its way from Irving for 2. Great look there, but off target. Spurs trail by 14. Ginobili, that's for 2. And it comes off the rim with a high bounce.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
And a wide open hook for Irving. Another
is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
It's Ginobili on the wing. Covered by Irving. Will it go? Here's Aldridge. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
The 3 from LeBron. And another 3 for Cleveland.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
No doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
There's 31 seconds left in the first half. And there's the call on Ginobili. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
.26 seconds left in the first half of basketball. The 3 from LeBron. Cleveland gets it back. Here's Thompson. And it's sent back by Aldridge. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Leonard. Excellent defense there from Smith. 3 seconds left. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Cavaliers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
哎，我们的数据差不多好吗？看你也是个队友啊，真快我啊 ！LBJ 就是靠队友啊，懂吗？
Well, Irving has simply been
他要
great.
是没抢到队友，他就
He's
转
got
队
19
了。
points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And really, all of a sudden, he's becoming their best distributor, doing a great job of orchestrating their offense.
Greg, typically that's not the role he usually plays, and I'm not sure how comfortable he is in it, but they've needed him to make some plays today, and he's been able to do it to his credit.
J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Thompson is up there with Kevin Love, and it's Irving at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And guys, as a second-round pick, Danny Green was once an afterthought out of North Carolina. Now, he's one of the most dangerous three-point shooters in the league.
You're right, Kevin. Throughout last season, and 42% from beyond the arc for his career, and great consistency, too. He's been over 41 every season for the past 4.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
And there's the call on James. That's his first foul. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. It's Ginobili outside.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
The drive by James. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Talking about Danny Green, he owns one of the better field goal percentages for a volume three-point shooter in the league. And he's a marksman at the charity stripe, too. A valuable role player for any offense.
Outside, Ginobili. And that one's good. Ginobili's got 6 points in the quarter.
No three-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half, different story. And when you think about Danny Green, he doesn't just hit from downtown. He does it when it counts. Go back to that NBA Finals back in 13, and he made a total of 27 threes, smashing that previous record of 22, and that's coming up big in the biggest moments. And the thing about LeBron James, he's really done a nice job of reshaping his game over the years. I mean, every veteran goes through losing a little speed and quickness. The great ones compensate by getting stronger and more physically imposing, not to mention also their basketball IQ grows as well, just as has been the case for LeBron. That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Great D that time from Green.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Back to Ginobili. Pulls it up. Drops one in from the wing. Ginobili's got 10 points in the game. We're talking about the strength of LeBron now. We saw Michael Jordan do this too. They paid a lot of attention to the body as they got older, and thus they became more sculpted. They looked more physical.
Exactly. Leaned up and altered their games a bit. Not nearly as high flying, but just as potent and as effective.
Aldridge's shot is good.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
Love with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And that's 13 points for Kevin Love. Ginobili kicks to Leonard. And Ginobili, here we go. Again, the miss by Ginobili.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Love kicks to Smith. And a miss there on the triple. Spurs trail by 21. Here's Ginobili. Again, the miss by Ginobili.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot.
There's the bucket. Good.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
Offensive rebound. Leonard. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Love the pass to LeBron. Not much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark. Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
And talking about LeBron's consistency, it's not just a physical effort. It's also a mental one. I mean, you know you're targeted by the defense all game. That'll wear down even the best players. How is it that LeBron's
That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
And you know what? That man can climb a ladder. The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Aldridge wide open. He fires. Offline. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the floor for San Antonio, defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Aldridge out there with Duncan. And it's Ginobili in at the point guard. A nice shot by Aldridge.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Here's Smith. No good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Pass to Ginobili. Fires at the elbow. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And stolen by Irving. To the middle. Here's Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 8th assist in the game.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no line in those totals.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role, didn't let the move bother him, and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
Green kicks to Ginobili. Goes back up. And it's Aldridge with the bucket inside. Aldridge has got 4 points in the quarter. Cleveland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. LeBron dishes to Irving. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
Ginobili the pass to Duncan. Leonard kicks to Aldridge. Uncovered. And there's the call on Ginobili. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the back.
Yeah, I mean, he went chest first into the man in front of him. My goodness. I'm not an official, and I could have gotten that one right. He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Thompson misses. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. It's Ginobili with the drive. That's good.
You know, guys, I would call that methodical but explosive. You know, he waits for the opportunity and then boom, right to the rack.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Cavaliers.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively, and they've been turning those turnovers into points.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's James.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Man, you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been healthy at all. Yeah, and right when you thought that shot was leaving his hands, he reinvents it.
Ginobili outside. Outside, Green. beyond the arc. 5 to shoot. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Cavaliers.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one, Kevin, and then they do it again. It worked.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Kyrie Irving. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
It's stolen by Duncan. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Leonard's got the ball.
And really, if this had come just a little earlier, they may have been able to get back into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
That's good.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
The feed to Ginobili. Misses the deep three-point attempt. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense.
Oh!
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
Here's Aldridge. That falls. Nice feed that time from Manu Ginobili.
No doubt about it. LaMarcus Aldridge has the hot hand.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know.